Why are my glasses always dirty? Always. Like, what am I doing with them? I just keep them on my nose. Hi, welcome to 2018, or should I say 2K18 to stay relevant. This is the first video in the new year. Am I excited? No, because it's gonna be boring. It's going to be a video summing up the previous year when it comes to YouTube, because I'm not gonna sum up my personal life. That will be freaking weird. So let's focus on this channel, because by summing up YouTube, I mean summing up this channel and not Logan Paul and dead bodies and stuff. So, what happened? A lot happened. Since December 2016, I've been posting videos that some people may say were regular. If once a month is a regular video, I'd say it's regular too. It's regular for me. Like, if you know me, you know I'm not a very regular person. So videos as often as once a month are a huge success. Even more so people watching them and actually enjoying them. So the thing is, before that, this channel is actually a couple of years old. Before that, it used to be kind of a sidekick to my blog. So the videos I was posting were either tutorials that kind of were matching the blog posts, or they were kind of like videos from certain events that I went to, and also my short films that I've done with my friends. So as you can see, these were not very specific. So then when I did the real something, whatever the name was, video, all of a sudden people were expecting me to post more stuff, and I was like, well, this was never a thing, so I don't really know what to do. So it took me, I think, at least like 3 months to be like, okay, well, I have 10,000 people waiting for me to post something, so maybe I should. So the first video I posted was a horrible video, kind of defending myself against all the shit that people said about my viral video. So basically, I was trying to explain that I'm not racist. So that's what happened in the very first sort of like a YouTube video, because before that I don't consider them to be YouTube videos. I consider them to be like blog videos that I had to post on YouTube, because you can't post videos directly on Blogger. This horrible video was kind of the first one, and I explained everything and people still didn't get it, and they're like, yeah, right. So I was like, well, that's it. That was, you know, that was the first and only attempt of putting myself out there, and I was like, well, I tried and it didn't work out, so that's it. And then I think half a year later, I was super bored and I was like, crap, I'm still getting, you know, ad revenue from that viral video. Maybe I try to do something similar. Because I was so pissed off with all the false things that people were saying about fashion history, like there are just some myths and stereotypes. I made a video about like fashion history myths, which wasn't like a huge success. Let me just say so. It was like a random video and people were like, well, that's nice. But that still was around my blog. Like, I posted it on my blog, I wrote about it, and I was like, here's a video I made about fashion history, and this blog is about fashion history. So it still wasn't like YouTube. So then I came back to Poland after like half a year. Like, it was almost a year of not doing anything. Like, how come people watched my videos after that? I have no idea, because it was like 1.5 years of me posting one video per like 6 months that was completely unrelated to the content that was there before. So I came back to Poland, and I realized some people actually watched my previous videos, and I was like, why? I mean, that was really flattering, but at the same time I was like, so they're actually quoting my videos? And I think after that I came home and I was like, screw it, I'm gonna make a video. So I made a video about hairstyles, which is a really mediocre video. Me talking, no examples, it's really boring. Then I think I posted a video about tips on wearing vintage style on a budget, and then I searched for it on YouTube, and it turned out there were like 10 more videos like that, and I was like, wow, that's some original idea right there. You go, girl. And then I was like, okay, people are watching this stuff, people are commenting on it, so maybe I should just keep doing it. And I did. And it's funny how gradually you get like more comfortable with it, because like I'm pretty sure a year ago, I would be like, there is no way I'm gonna show myself on this channel not wearing any makeup. At this point, I'm so comfortable with you guys that I just don't really care, and I think it's actually more sincere if I do this, because I'm like, that's how I look most of the time. Why should I hide this side of me just because it's not photogenic or something? But that's kind of like something really fresh and something I totally didn't expect. I didn't expect myself to be doing vlogs. I still don't know how I feel about them, to be honest, because they make me really uncomfortable and they also get the least amount of views, so what's the point of doing them? I think it needs to be something more than just me talking to the camera and pretending I'm having good fun. I think it should be something more creative, but since I still haven't come up with the way to do it, I don't know. And also the thing is, I've often been like, okay, I'm gonna record the whole trip or event or whatever, and I'm gonna have so much fun. But what happens is you either have fun or you record. Like, there is no way you can have fun when you're like thinking, I should probably record this. What happened a couple of times, I think it was during our Regency weekend, during our trip to Budapest, my trip to Highland, I was like, I'm gonna record a vlog, and then on the first day I'm like, no, because I just want to enjoy the trip. I don't want to be focused on the camera all the time. It is like that. It is like you're either fully enjoying the experience or you're spending half of it filming. So that's why I don't feel vlogs are my thing. Back to the things I learned this year. I actually have them written down on my phone because I'm too dumb to remember 4 points. I learned to reply to your comments. It took me a while. So at first I was like, well, I mean, I really like my subscribers and I really think they write some cool stuff, but like most of the time it's comment about my appearance or stuff that I do, and I feel like if I reply to the compliment it feels like I'm acknowledging the fact that I'm cool or something, so I was just like, I'm just gonna ignore this because it makes me feel uncomfortable. But then I realized people are actually getting upset about it, so I started replying to people just so they don't think I don't acknowledge the fact that they post something. And also things changed when YouTube gave me this like special button that I can kind of like give a super like or whatever it's called to people. You know, it's really hard replying to compliments. I think you know it from real life. When someone tells you a compliment, you're like trying to be like cool about it and you're like, this thing, it's like super old and it's like it's got a hole in here. But when it comes to the internet, for some reason people feel like if you don't reply to a compliment at all, you're either ignoring it or you're a bitch. So I'm replying to comments now. It's a new thing where I'm nice to people. Probably noticed the replies are extremely intelligent, but what can I do? Like, I'm not a very witty person. Anyways, that's one of the things I've learned. Another thing is, I've kind of learned, but I'm still learning, to ignore the negative comments, because I'm usually either amused by the negative comments or just like. But the thing is, when you like get up in the morning and you check your phone and you check your YouTube and you have like 5 negative comments on different videos by different people, not over the top negative comments, but just like slightly negative comments that are somehow annoying because they're like, I wish the videos were shorter because I can't focus on what you're saying and I get bored. Or like, your room makes me anxious. Or I wish you could just get to the point. It's more like tiny mosquitoes flying around you and like biting you from time to time. And they're like super annoying because you can hear them buzzing. And they just make you irritated, that's the thing. So I'm still working on that. I'm trying not to check my YouTube comments section in the morning when I wake up, because that's the worst time. But surprisingly though, it's not a huge amount of people. So what I've also learned is that views are completely random. You know, I used to think it depends on the topic, I used to think it depends on the thumbnail. Now I just think it depends on some random YouTube analytics stuff that I don't get.
My baby, my baby, my baby.
And it really doesn't matter what I post, because I used to think like, okay, so if I post historical stuff, it always gets less views than if I post vintage inspired stuff. I think in the end, you just have to stick to what you like to post, because if you try to post stuff to please people, you're either gonna get really bored and unmotivated, or people are going to get bored because they're never gonna be surprised. It's always going to be something they expect. So I'm gonna have to kick this cat out. Not so, Sylvia. Not so. Not so. In general, it's probably gonna sound cringy, but I'm just gonna have to thank you all for sticking with this channel for so long, for being patient and watching my videos even though I talk too much and too long, and even if the content doesn't really interest you, you're still there, and it's really, really encouraging for me because as cheesy as it may sound, it's really hard to put yourself out there. I'm just so grateful.
Well, I'm speechless.
It's hard for me to be serious. That's the issue here. It's really hard for me to be serious. So I'm trying to be serious and I'm trying to tell you how much you all mean to me, but instead I'm being weird. So the highlight of this year has definitely been the moment I asked you all to comment egg in the comment section. 122 of you did. Oh, I also did a short film, like the Harry Potter one, which was fun. It's one of those things that I used to do and that are like super low quality, and the budget is 0, and we come up with the script on the day of filming, and it's super fun and it's really enjoyable, and I really missed, you know, filming that way back when I was in Scotland with 20 people on set. And I think it's really cool to be back to this, where it's just me and the camera and a couple of my friends. And I mean, I would like to do some of these in the future, like the short films that are kind of especially made for the YouTube channel, because obviously they're like lower quality and I don't intend to send them anywhere or anything, it's just like for fun. And now the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to watch your intros. Actually no, that's gonna have to be a separate video. So bye. Maybe instead of asking you guys for an intro, I should have asked you for an outro.